Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing through the next phase of my demo Howl playthrough of the demo. I am not sure I'm going to beat the entire demo here because there's a lot still left to do, but let's go ahead and begin. So I still have this quick strike, which I definitely want to get rid of, which means we now need a new card to replace it, and that card I think is going to be a nice little fireball here. It's another ranged attack, kind of like the rabbit attack, but it doesn't do damage in a line. And it does not work at melee range, but it's kind of interesting. If you sacrifice it, meaning if you discard it, it will do 2 damage to adjacent enemies. And eventually the goal is to combo it with Triple Strike potentially, which is a 3 times 2 damage melee attack, quite strong, but it has a discard cost. But then if I discard the Fireball, that will add another 2 damage on top of the 6 this is already doing. So it'll allow me to hopefully obliterate really difficult enemies. Tragically, I am missing whatever that thing is. So I can't craft it right now, which is quite sad. But that's okay. So now, in addition to this, I am going to take a little bit of a risk. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to get rid of one of my rocks here. And I'm going to replace it with a sharpened weapon. This is a 1 mana spell that gives me +1 damage for the entire turn. And if it's the first card played, it also draws a card. So we'll see if that works. That could be potentially a mistake. Now, the plan here, because I am metagaming a little bit, is I'm going to do this one first. The reason is there's a bird up here, and then I'm going to walk back with the bird all the way up here, and it's going to be through all of these encounters. So it's a bit of an involved quest, actually, but I think it's worth doing. The question is, do I want to fight these guys right now? If I do that, I'm going to miss out on all these howls, and then that means it's going to be harder for me to craft cards. But on the other hand, it's also possible that I will just get a bunch of howls back from doing that quest. Maybe what I'm going to do instead then is we're going to take a little bit of a chance. I have only 13 HP, so we might see our first death here. I'm going to go fight this Elder encounter with only 13 HP, but this is a dead end. So if I can beat these guys, then I don't need to do them later when they respawn. So we have a regular-ass frog, we have a regular-ass owl, and then we have... Who's the wee? Oh, this is the elder one. So this is not a regular. This is a regular Florog and a regular teleporting log that does range damage, which is actually going to be very difficult to dodge here. And then we have an owl. We'll be taking some damage. So I'm hoping maybe I can kill both of these regular things, take a hit from this thing, and maybe somehow kill this Elder Doomglare without dying. So we'll see how that works. So we're going to start here, and first plan is try to kill the frog. Actually, maybe I should have started here. Then I could have sprinted here, maybe killed this log and run away from the frog. Frog has 3 movement. I could have run away from it if I had landed there, though. I do think I messed up. Okay, well, let's see. So if I go here and then I sprint here, can I get away from the frog? I don't think so. So we're just going to ignore that line of thinking. Okay, I am going to... Let's see, this doesn't quite kill it. This doesn't quite kill it. I could just hurl a rock at it for 3 and then fireball it. Whatever, let's just do that. So we hurl a rock. I don't need sprint now. So, well, do I not need sprint? Maybe I want to sprint up and attack that thing. No, because then I'm going to get hit by both enemies. We're going to just discard the sprint. Okay, I end up not needing this, though, so maybe that was actually a mistake. Okay, so we now just fireball the frog. And I'm going to walk over here. So the idea is this log is going to come at me, and I'm hoping there's some way that I can kill it without putting myself in range of this Elder Doomglare. Oh, that is a distant dream, I reckon. If I had that triple strike, I could potentially have killed this thing. As it is, it's going to be a little bit of a tall order to kill this thing, but we'll see what happens. I'll draw 3 cards, and we'll just kind of see what our situation is. Okay, because this thing only did 2 damage, which isn't even that bad. Can I do 10 damage to this thing? Well, I can get a plus damage to every single card I play, and it's free, which is actually pretty sick. So now the question is, can I do enough damage to this owl? I basically have 3 here, plus, God, 3 plus 3 is not, oh yeah, I can totally do it. This is 3 plus 3 is 6. And then, okay, so I am going to need all 4 of them. There's no getting around it, unfortunately. Unless I hurl a rock at the sprint and get something else good. Maybe that's the way to go. So I could like step right here, hurl a rock. The problem is then if I change my mind, I don't have the sprint. So if I have a guaranteed way of killing this thing, I should just do it. So let's see. I go up here, I hurl a rock, get rid of Mind Glare. That's 1 mana down. Ah, no, because I only have 3 mana to work with, and these things all cost 3 mana. So I have to do it without the sprint, which is, of course, impossible. All right, well, wait a minute. This is, what am I, my math is bad. This is not 3, this is 5. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, so if I hurl a rock, that's 3 plus 5. I need 1 mosquito bite. I step here, hurl a rock for free. So that's 1 mana down, 1 mana down. Oh, and then I'm a mana down from being able to sprint and mosquito bite because these aren't free. Okay, I think I'm actually not quite able to kill this thing. But what I could potentially do is investigate the other option of running away from this guy and like running into this nook over here. Let's explore this possibility. I would need to try to kill this thing without the rabbit attack because I don't want to discard the sprint. Let me take a look here again. I mean, there's a bunch of good stuff that I could just maybe discard the sprint and get another sprint. Yeah, if I could guaranteed kill the Doom Glare, I would do it. But since I'm off by 1 mana, as best as I can tell, it's not a great plan. 5 plus 3 is 8. And if I sprint up to it, that costs me 1 mana. And then I can't hurl rock at point blank range. Yeah, I just don't think it's happening. Okay, we're gonna hurl rock at this thing. We're gonna discard the Mind Glare. And now I guess I can hurl another rock at it. And I'm gonna keep the sprint. So I have 2 mana, so I can sprint over here and go here. And I'm hoping this thing doesn't attack me. I hope it just Mind Glares me again. That's what it's doing. It is really close. If I had a hand similar to last time, I could potentially do 10 damage. The problem, of course, is that I don't have that similar hand. Okay, so we've got an issue. I can't really fireball here, and I can't discard right now. I could enchant and do 4 damage, and then try to run away. But this thing can get just about anywhere. All right, well, let's try it. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna enchant weapon. We're gonna double strike for 4 damage. You know, if this thing hits me once, I have 11 HP. Hopefully I can just handle it. We go sprint, and then we can walk here, and I'm hoping it does the same thing it did last time, which is just come up and be catty-cornered to me and give me a Mind Glare. That wouldn't be too bad. Uh-oh! Oh, no, it didn't attack me. I guess these are maybe melee guys? Alrighty. So we got Deep Meditation back. I don't think I need it, though. But it doesn't hurt to play it. Actually, I don't have enough damage to kill it, so I have to. Man, that into Sharp Weapon is such a strong combo. Then you get a 0 mana plus 1 damage to all your attacks. It's pretty sick. I'm just going to walk up here, and this fight's over. This thing doesn't do anything. It doesn't, like, counterattack or anything, does it? Okay, we're going to whackety, whackety, clickety, clackety. Okay, all things considered, that went great. We get a bunch of stuff. Did I get the thing that I need to do a triple attack? It looks like a Talon. I think that might be correct. And if so, that's really great because then I get to use my howls before I respawn everything. Nest time. Ooh, we got a totem. Let's see. When you kill something, you draw a card. I'm not a huge fan of this because, again, there's not many enemies per fight. So drawing a card after killing something isn't really that great since you're not that likely to be able to use it anyways. Let's check to see if I can draw my triple strike. Oh, I mean crafty. Yes, I can. That's really good. So the question is, what do I replace for it? Or do I just add it to the deck and call it a day? I think I want to keep my deck short because with this Deep Meditation, drawing 3 cards, I do want to see my deck as much as possible. I really enjoyed having this Sharpen Weapon. The Enchant Weapon, well, that is a good combo with Triple Strike. I think that's worth keeping. Maybe I get rid of just the Double Strike. Triple Strike costs only 1 more than Double Strike. It deals way more damage, and the Double Strike hasn't actually been that amazing. I'm going to get rid of it. And I think I'll take a look at what new cards I just unlocked. Yeah, I'm going to need more of those Talons. These have some pretty expensive resource requirements. So Repurpose is a card I like a lot. It draws 2 cards for 0 mana. Then you discard 1, but you still net a card, and you can also sacrifice it to get a card for free. And this is actually pretty sick as well, though I am going to, spoiler alert, want to get a totem first that increases my mana. So I can actually afford this 3 mana upfront cost. And it might not even be worth it to do that. But okay, so now I could just go fight with 11 HP, this Elder Spirits battle. That would let me preserve my howls, but nah, let's just go ahead and actually respawn everything. So we're gonna put 7 howls into this stack and unlock this passive. So the way it works is that whenever you hit an enemy, it fills up a meter, and then you can cash it out to get bonus damage for the turn. The more times that you hit enemies and hold out for using it, the bigger the bonus that you can get. So it takes a lot of hits to fill up, so I'm probably going to use it at the 1 level maybe to help me finish off some of the Elder Spirits in these upcoming battles. Okay, so now everything's back. It's kind of cool. You can see which ones you've previously defeated and which ones you have not previously defeated. So let's go fight those guys and do the Bluebird quest. We need to bring the Bluebird back to the tree so that the tree stops lighting itself on fire. All right, so in this Elder Spirit battle, the Grim Snout is the Elder, and I think that's pretty good because it's just a melee guy. It's not super scary. On the other hand, we do have 3 other enemies, so, you know, it's kind of a serious-ass business here. Very interesting situation because I can just fireball this thing to death. The problem is that I feel like I'm wasting my turn in that case. But can I do more than that? It's a little tricky to see how I can do more. Well, let's deeply meditate. I guess it's not the end of the world if I do this. Okay, so I could potentially sprint and rabbit attack. And then as long as I can get out of the way, I'm okay. All right, let's try it. Well, we're going to fireball this guy. That does one-shot it thanks to my brother's totem. I can sprint up here. I have 1 mana left. And I would need 2 movement to get back out, which I don't have. Unless I got another sprint and could attack this crow for free. I don't think that's the right way to go about it. So what I'm gonna do is step right here. And no one should be able to hit me when I'm right there. But now I can maybe walk up to this thing, myrtleate it, and then get away from everything else. The problem is I don't have my triple strike right now. Yeah, that would have been a good thing to have. Unfortunately, I don't have it. So what I could do is I could try to sprint away from it, but I would then need to also do enough damage to kill this thing and still have enough mana to get away from this thing. So it looks like it might be difficult for me to not take damage. Let me just take a look here. If I do this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So if I don't move. But the problem, of course, is that I can't hurl rock and mosquito bite without moving. What is in my deck? Well, there's a bunch of stuff in the deck, so it's kind of hard to plan for discarding the sprint and then seeing stuff. I could just let this thing hit me, hope to kill it and get away from the other stuff. These guys only do 2 damage, so if something's gonna hit me, maybe it shouldn't be this guy. Can I kill this thing that has 7 HP is the question. Okay, so if I do a mosquito bite and a rabbit attack, and sharpen weapon and sprint, that's all my mana. I'm stuck in this square because I don't have a mana left over. So can I kill this without that? No, because 2 + 4 is only 6. I can't go here to be safe from that thing. It's a tough turn here. Tough turn. I could sprint, go up here, rabbit attack, and hurl rock. Then this guy hits me for, I think, 3. We'll try that. So this way I am away from the big fatto. We need to hurl rock first so I don't discard it to the rabbit attack. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter which of these guys don't do anything when being discarded. So we kill the other crow. We now learn how much these things do when they hit. Oh, they do extra. Is it double damage or just 1 extra damage? What are we looking at here? Looks like that was 1 extra damage. Extra damage. Okay, so these normally do 2 damage. Not a huge deal. Okay, now I gotta kill this guy. And, well, or I could try to get over here. So if I sprint over here, could I kill this guy? Triple strike would do 6 damage. I could discard the fireball for another 2. That's 8. All right, we're going to deeply meditate and see what options that opens up. Worst case scenario, I can always kill this pig instead. But that, I think, is actually a pretty good draw. I just need to get up next to this thing. Do I have enough mana to do that? If I sprint 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Oh, I don't have enough mana to then do the triple strike. This is why maybe having a mana card would be helpful. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is just kill this thing. This is 3, 5. I'm trying to see if I can avoid using the triple strike. I think I'm just going to triple strike it. So we'll get rid of the sprint and the fireball. And now that thing will hopefully come catty corner to me, and then I can whack it. Although I did just miss out on my triple strike, but maybe I can kite it. Okay, let's see here. To kite it, I would need to get over here. That costs 2 mana with one of my sprints. Rapid attack might cost me both sprints. So I'm going to take a very methodical approach here. We're going to sharpen the weapon. We're going to just chuck a rock at it. I'm not even going to bother with the deep meditation. I'm just going to chuck a rock. I'm not going to discard or draw any cards. We're just going to sprint. And then we're going to take a step over here. So now it's 7. When with my deck being quite small, I'm hoping I get my triple strike back and then I can just kill it. Yeah, and now he is really, really obliterated. We enchant this thing. If that wasn't enough to murder him, that does 9 damage. I could have discarded a fireball, and that would have dealt an extra 2 damage. Okay, I took 3 damage in that Elder fight. That's fine. I am pleased with this. We'll pick up all of our goodies. Now taking a quick look at the map, there is this area over here where we like exit, and I could just exit if I wanted to. I don't want to do that yet. We do want to, for the purpose of this video anyway, kind of just get all of the goodies that there are to explore in the demo. Okay, let's walk out of here. We're going to get the bird, and what's going to happen is now that the bird causes everything to respawn, and you add this card to your deck. It's a really interesting card. If this card is in your hand at the end of your turn, then an enemy revives, which is not good. So you need to discard it or pay 3 mana to play it. Now, luckily, we happen to be playing with a bunch of discard effects. So that's maybe kind of a hint that maybe at some point in this game, you get to a point when you like want to change your deck. So you might want to craft certain decks for certain situations, like put together a discard deck in order to like avoid the drawback of that bird. We got a new totem, 2 poison to a random enemy. That'll do 2 damage on the first turn and then 1 the turn after that. So it's 3 damage to a random enemy. It's actually pretty good, but I'm actually gonna keep this for this specific fight because I don't wanna do 2 damage to a random enemy. I wanna have +1 damage and kill this guy right away. Unfortunately, I did not get I didn't get anything. Jesus Christ, this is actually really, really bad. I needed my triple strike or something, but instead I got absolutely dick squat and kippercoodle. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna sprint away from this big old pig, and then I am gonna hurl a rock at it. This is an MVP hurl rock. Oh, hold on, I need to actually enchant weapon first. I'm gonna enchant weapon, and then we're gonna hurl a rock and gonna get rid of this blue bird. And then on top of that, we are going to run away. Now, unfortunately, I can't run away far enough because I didn't get another sprint. We're going to get hit pretty bad here because what's going to happen is this guy's going to actually hit me for 3. This crow will hit me for 3. And then these guys are almost in range to hit me as well. It's just a big old problem. All right, well, let's deeply meditate. I wish I'd had this last turn. But notice, even with a minimum size deck, I'm still in a situation where I'm like not getting the cards I wish I was getting. Okay, now triple strike will just kill that thing, so I think we're just gonna do it. Okay, so now I don't think I'm gonna wanna sprint here. We'll just get rid of that. And we are definitely gonna get rid of that bird. Now, the question is, can I stay out of sight and still somehow manage to kill that? And I think the answer is yes. I could sharpen. I don't want to sharpen weapon, though. I just want to hurl a rock at this. Get rid of this. Spend 1 mana to rapidly attack that crow. The thinking now is that this crow I can get out of line of sight, and this pig I can also get away from. So we're just going to step here and hopefully figure out some way to deal with this next turn's problems. Luckily, I think the pig went in. Oh, you guys have a range of 3? Oopsie. I guess I was just going to get hit no matter what. Okay, well, anyways, let's deeply meditate. We got the sharpen weapon combo. All right, so I'm going to sharpen weapon for free. That's an obvious one. This is 5 damage, which will one-shot the crow. And now I just need to check to see if I can kill the pig or if I need to sprint out of the way. Well, let's see. If I do this and I chuck a rock, I know I'm definitely not going to be chucking the other rock. So we'll do this, get rid of that. Oh, I could have actually chucked a rock at it and killed it. Okay, so we're going to sprint up to it now and kill it with the 0 mana mosquito bite. Okay, so we get some more stuff. And I actually could have done that without taking damage, I think, if I'd had a better first draw. Now we need to walk, not quick travel, through the other fights and deposit the bird at this tree. I think then I'm probably going to resummon everything and do this Elder Spirit fight. Now, hopefully this won't be too big of a deal. This is a basic enemies fight. We're going to start with the frog because we can easily kite the snail. And maybe this is where actually it would have made sense to do the random enemy starts with the poison thing because that's pretty strong. Okay, we have a very obvious move here. We can just fireball the frog. And I could hurl a rock at it. And I'm actually not going to discard sprint. I don't want to draw cards. I want to just stop here and try to kill this snail with a mosquito bite next time after some other big hit. So let's think about this. Yeah, I think we're fine here because we have enough mana to cast these and that should kill the snail. So the way it works is we're going to enchant the that's for the next attack. Then also do this, which is for the entire turn +1. And this triple strike is going to do 4 damage 3 times, which will actually get through the armor of the snail and kill it. I could have also mosquito bited and then triple striked. All right, now we keep on walking this way. We have another basic fight to get through. This is the teleporting log and the frog. We'll just walk up here. I feel pretty good about my chances of being able to avoid this log. I just need to step here. So yeah, this is pretty simple. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. We're just gonna go here. We're gonna just triple strike to kill the frog. Actually, does rabbit attack kill that thing? Oh, I think I can actually end the fight in 1 turn, I think, because this will now do... Oh, wait, no, because that discards 2 random cards. Okay, so we're going to actually just kill the frog as planned and spend the last 2 mana to get to the point where the log can't attack us. I think I've used this trick before because there's no spaces here. You get 2 blocks, so you have 8 HP. I don't think that... Well, it might matter. Unfortunately, I drew sharpen weapon with my turn. Okay, that ignores armor, which is good. But yeah, I don't have very much mana, and this thing can get line of sight against me. It might actually survive. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm in a good spot here. All right, so we're gonna go here. And, well, if I do this for the rest of my mana, I can't mosquito bite. All right, let's just stop. I don't think I want to sharpen the weapon. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do this. And now, yeah, we're fine because we can actually fireball to kill it. Perfect. Okay, a little bit of a tough basic fight. It was a little tricky to avoid taking damage on that one. All right, we're up to that thing. So now we're gonna keep going over here. This is another basic fight, and then that's it, we're up to the tree. We've got a pretty easy one here, the owl, which I should hopefully be able to kill. There's the ninja crow that I forgot about that one fight. This is actually one of the worst possible hands. We have no way of discarding cards. And we cannot kill this owl. And we have this bluebird. Well, luckily the bluebird doesn't do anything because no one's going to be dead. This is a shockingly horrible hand. Wow. All right, well, there's not much we can do. We can just do this mosquito bite. Oh, the mosquito bite draws a card. I did get kind of lucky in that regard. And then we can triple strike to finish it. And we have to discard everything. We now want to discard that because the thing did die. And I'm actually safe at this spot, so we'll pass here. Sucks that I drew Deep Meditation, so I end up not having that available next time. All right, am I going to be able to do 7 damage? Let's see here. Fireball. Sharpen weapon. Rabbit attack. These guys, I would need to be... Actually, here I'm not safe. I need to be right here to be safe from it. So one move I could take is I could just try to get away from both of them. I could just be like, yeah, we're just going to get away from both of you guys. But I think I'm going to just be a little lazy here. We're going to sharpen weapon. And then that allows us to... Oh, right, I draw a card when I do that. We'll do that. And then the rabbit attack finishes off the pig. And then I get hit by the crow, which kind of sucks. But I have 11 HP to work with. We are going to be resummoning everything, I think, after this quest is over. So while there might have been a more impressive way of dealing with this quest, I think this is satisfactory. Also, I forgot about this. I completely forgot about that passive that I have. Oopsie. That is something that actually might have come in handy in one of those fights. On not the first turn, but maybe one of the subsequent turns. It might have helped me have a better turn. So yes, that's a skill issue. I will need to do a better job remembering that I have that. All right, so the tree gives us a totem, 2 damage at the end of each turn to adjacent enemies. That is an interesting one. I actually don't think I got that one when I first played, or at least I remember getting other totems that give you mana that I have not seen yet. Okay, we have some new cards unlocked, so let me take a quick look at the situation to see if there's anything I want to craft. This is a blocking card, and this is 2 damage for each card discarded this turn. I think maybe this is the time we craft the growth. It's a little risky because it is 3 mana, and I don't yet have the totem that gives extra mana, so we'll just keep it out for now. And at this point, we need to get through this Elder Spirit battle and this one. And then there's going to be... Oh, and this one, I mean. That'll give us the other 2 nests. And it will also leave only these passages to check out. I don't think I want to fight one of them now. It seems like a needless risk. So we are going to go to this teleporter because this one lets me walk up here, fight these guys, and kill these. Actually, I guess that's more walking. Maybe I'll just go to this one. We have 11 howls. So I was actually going to level this up. I don't know what happens when I level this up because it didn't happen last time. I've gained a unique totem for this region. Oh, take 1 free step each turn. Ooh, that's kind of cool. All right, you know what? I'll try it. I feel like my damage is good that I don't necessarily need +1 attack on the first turn. So we'll just grab this for now. All right, cool. That's an interesting find. Last time I was just spending so many howls crafting cards that I never got around to upgrading my passive ability. All right, so we're doing this thing. Oh, hang on a minute. Is that really correct? Didn't I just do this? Oh, I guess we got to do it again. I could have walked further, done that one again. This is kind of a hard one to do twice, but all right, we'll do it. So we've got the owl and we've got the pig and the stealth crow, and hopefully I get a better opening hand this time. Well, this might be better. We do have the deep meditation, so let's draw our cards. Got a free sprint, which could be very helpful. And we got our sharpen weapon, which is very good. So we're gonna do the sharpening of the weapon. And you have 5. I could just chuck a fireball at you and kill you. I'm just gonna do that. Let's not dick around. Okay, and now this crow, this pig. Yeah, I just want to go up as forward as possible. Neither of them can hit me. I'll use my free step. I guess I didn't need it because I also had a sprint that was free. But the good news is my triple strike is still in the deck. So I should be able to triple strike this turn. The question is, can I avoid damage? And the answer is yes, because I can triple strike the pig. I mean, if I sprint up here and just triple strike that thing, that's 3 mana. I have 2 mana left over with my free movement. It's not quite enough to get away. Okay, I'm gonna deeply meditate. I was debating whether I wanted to deeply meditate or not, but I think maybe it actually is helpful to do so. Okay, we got 2 free hurl rocks and the sharpening of the weapon. Let's use my free step here to do a triple strike, which will murder the pig. Okay, I gotta discard cards. We're gonna get rid of this. And with 1 mana left, I'm gonna get rid of, it doesn't actually matter what, because the 1 mana I have left is enough to move here, and then I can chuck 2 free rocks. They each do 3 damage rather than 2, and I have an extra card to toss to not have to toss my second rock with my first rock. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And now we get to what we're actually here for, which is the Elder fight. First I'm gonna, this is not a Nook. We've already been that way. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, we've got the Elder Crow sorrowing, and I think that's it. Oh, there's another ninja over here that I totally missed. You know, I'm gonna go over here. I can easily get away from the boar if I walk up and kill this thing. All right, I'm gonna deeply meditate. I think that seems fine. We got our cheap triple strike, which is kind of cool. Hurl rock, I'm not sure about. And we got the sharpened weapon again. Great. Let's sprint up here and just beat this thing to a horrible pulp. I mean, how much is this? This is 3. I could do 4. Yeah, no, we're just gonna wreck this thing's face. Maybe there was actually a better way to do that. Perhaps I could have actually done some damage to the boar as well. But as it is, I get to use my free step to sidestep the boar, which is kind of cool. And kill it next turn and hopefully have a way of getting around this thing. Well, that seems like a dim hope. This thing is the Elder version after all. It has 3 movement, it has a ranged attack. All right, so now that I got the triple strike again, I guess I should consider, can I maybe sprint up and whack this thing to death? The answer is yes, actually, because I can sprint up here, I can take a step here, and then I can triple strike and toss the fireball, which will do the last 2 damage that I need in order to kill it. And unfortunately, now I cannot run away from the boar. I've already used my free step. But I will only take, I believe, if I remember correctly, 2 damage, which is fine. And now we can just absolutely obliterate this thing. Well, hold on, it's a little tricky. I need to do this, and then this, and then this is good enough. All right, another Elder fight down, another thing not used. Okay, we're gonna get our crafting thingy-ma-dingers. There's more stuff lying around here, and I'm hoping for a totem that increases my mana, though I wonder now if it's random what totems you get, because there's only 2 of these nests left, and I still haven't seen any of the several mana improving totems that I saw in my first playthrough of the demo off camera. Okay, well there's no totem here at all. This is just 2 crafting ingredients. Oh, it must be random. Okay, well, I could put the growth in the deck anyways and just YOLO it. But what I'm gonna do here is a little frisky. I think I'll try to kill my last Elder Spirit fight without respawning everything. I think I could actually do it. This is just a frog and a log. There's no stealth crows here, so if we can kill this thing, then it's completely fine because the frog can't reach me. It has a range of 2, so I do need to take a step back. I'm gonna deeply meditate. If I could get like Fireball or something, this would just be a lot easier. We did get a free sprint. That makes everything very easy. Okay, so this is 6. I could do 4. All right, we're just gonna chuck a rock. And I'm actually not gonna discard the sprint because I don't want to draw triple strike. I want triple strike to come up next turn and then just murderate the frog with it. So we're going to oh, if I discard 2 at random. Oh, I should have sharpened weapon and then hurled rock. But instead, I have to rabid attack and risk the fact that I discard a sprint at random and draw the triple strike. Okay, luckily I didn't. So now we're done. And the frog is going to hop over to me. It's not going to reach me. I draw the triple strike. And we are going to just obliterate this thing. Okay, we're going to do exactly enough damage to kill it, plus 2 extra. So not exactly, perhaps, a qualifier for obliteration, but there we go. Okay, now that was just the basic fight. We collect some more stuff. And the elders are down this way. I think we've unlocked all the cards for the demo. Ooh, this one has an elder snail. Oh, no, this is a regular snail. We have an elder log. All right, we're going to start here, and we're hoping to get a triple strike, so we can just murderate this thing like we did in the past. Let's deeply meditate. Chuck a rock. Sharpen weapon is good. But no triple strike. All right, but if I do my math correctly, if I do the sharpen weapon and the enchant weapon, this will now do 6 extremely hard to read damage. So we're just going to do that, one-shot the slug. And now I can get away from the pig. I am going to just go here. I want to be far away from that log if possible. Oh, it's going to hit me. Damn, I was not sufficiently conservative. All right, there's the triple strike. So what I think I'm going to do is walk up here, and we're going to mosquito bite in order to do double damage to that pig. I think I could do it again, right? I still have enough mana left over. Oh, hold on a minute, though. Hold on. So I could mosquito bite and kill it, but then I might not be able to kill this thing, right? I want to kill that thing. Can I kill that thing? What is this? Drawn, lose 2 health. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I can kill that thing, but I do want to get the triple strike on it. Okay, if I mosquito bite, sprint, triple strike. I could hurl a rock for 2, triple strike for 6, that's 8. It's not enough, because this is 4 mana, and I need another to actually get up there. Okay, so we're going to mosquito bite the pig to kill it. And then we're going to hurl, or we're going to sprint. I'm going to triple strike just to do a bunch of damage. And then it'll hurt me. Give me another burn wound. That's fine. It only hurts me when I draw it, which I guess I am going to, aren't I? Because I'm drawing cards like crazy. Okay, luckily I didn't draw that one. We're going to sharpen weapon. I should have done that first. I would have drawn an extra card, although maybe I don't want to draw an extra card because maybe I don't want to draw that burn wound. And then we've got just enough damage to kill the elder log. Oh, I missed a leaf over here. I have a feeling I'm never going to use it. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh. Wait, another passage? That's 2 passages I never noticed in my off-camera playthrough. Oh, boy. Well, we've got some catching up to do here. There might be too much to do in this video. We might have to make a part 3 for this demo. Okay, we're going to pick up all the crafting stuff. And, oh yeah, the nest. That's the whole reason we're here, is to get the nest. Yep. Okay, cool. Yep. Alrighty. Onwards we go. Is that another passage? No, that's just that. I was gonna just flip my lid if that was another hidden passage. Okay, so we're gonna do all this. And the nest. We got a totem. +1 mana, but you draw 1 less card each turn, which is a little tricky because, of course, I do like to draw those cards. But I think I'm going to do it because with this, I feel comfortable to put growth into my deck for +1 for the entire battle. And I do need to take something away in order to make that fit. I think that the hurl rock is not really pulling its weight anymore. It's also possible the enchant weapon isn't. This is really just sort of eh. So Yeah, we're going to get rid of it. I like the mosquito bites because they draw a card when played. And this also can draw a card when played. I think the movement is a little bit too aggressive to get rid of. Fireball might be my weakest link. In fact, Rabbit Attack might be a weak link. But yeah, we'll try this. So now that's everything on the main map. We just have these mysterious extra passages to review. Up here, and down here. So the question is, what's the order that I want to do them in? Well, this one probably last because it's accessible from a quick thing, so I can respawn all the enemies and still be able to get to it. This one is accessible just through a random normal fight. It's also accessible right now. This one is not accessible right now. It's accessible through a random normal fight. So what I'm going to do is actually walk over to the one that I can get to now, so I don't have to do a random basic fight later. And this is one I have not been to before, so it's a little bit aggressive going into it with not full HP and a deck I haven't. Ooh, that's cool. They have a reflection. Nifty. And a deck I haven't actually tested that might not be good, and a totem I haven't tested that might not be good. But hey, you know what? That's what we're gonna just see what happens here. So let's check out this hidden passage. If I die, then I die. All right, we got an elder battle here. Are these all elders? These are all elders, I think. I know this one isn't that one. That looks like a pretty aggressive snail. Okay, you know what? If I die, then I die. It'll be fun, and then we can stop the video there and we can try the passages again next time. Is this an elder? Yep, that's an elder Doomglare. So we're gonna be taking some hits here. We really need to kill stuff fast. You can still kite this all day. The thing about it, though, is that it leaves this slime trail everywhere it goes, and that can be a problem. But all right, we're gonna start with that. I'm gonna try to kill this pig. So I need to do the deep meditation. And I think I really want to just do this growth as well. And so that means all I can do here is, because I don't have my free step anymore, I can't triple strike the pig, unfortunately. But I could rabbit attack it for my last mana and just stay here. I am going to get hit, but I'm not going to get hit by the snail. So this is the only way that I can hit this pig. So I'm going to take a beating here, but I am now doing +1 damage for the entire fight. Oh, I stayed where it hurts me extra. Oops, that was dumb. What the hell? Oh, God, what is that? I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is. Wait, you moved 3? Oh, because you got a movement buff. Oh, shoot, sickles. Oh, this isn't good. I got a Mind Glare, of course, which reduces my cards drawn. 2 poison. Ouch. Oh, God. This isn't good. I don't have a way to discard anything, and I don't have anywhere to go with sprint, so I think I'm just completely screwed here. Fireball. Well, Fireball could kill the pig, but I can't target the pig with Fireball. All right, we're going to Fireball the snail. And then there's nothing else for me to do except to exhaust this Mind Glare and hope I don't die, though I think with 6 HP I am going to die. Everyone's doing extra damage. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I get poked with 2 more poison. This was a funny one. This was an amusing battle. I'm going to just die to this poison because next turn I take the poison damage and die. Actually, even if I had full HP, I think the way this fight started, I was not going to do very well. So my deck might not be very effective. I think the growth is probably just not a good card to have in here. It might not be a good card in general. And the totem also with the extra mana but drawing 1 less card might be a bad thing. Simply because if you have 1 more mana but then you have fewer cards, you're really counting on your card draw. Yeah, this is hopeless. I am very dead. We're going to leave combat. It's basically like dying. So this is what happens when you die. You keel over, and then you get back up, and you get your wings back, and then you spawn at the beginning of the combat. So that, I think I'm going to have to make some changes. I think I'm going to need to pick a different totem, and I think I'm going to need to take growth out of the deck. In fact, why don't we just take growth out of the deck as it is? So what I'm going to do here... Yeah, okay. Nope, I don't want to be in this menu. Oh, not enough cards. Oh, I need to put something else into my deck. I see the problem. Okay, well, what do I want to put into this deck? So this is an interesting one. You draw 3 cards if it's the last card in your hand. So I can have a 1 mana draw 3, and if you have no mana, you also get, yeah, maybe I'll try this. Oh wait, what am I talking? I need this thing. This is incredible. This lets me draw 2 cards for free. That's obviously very good. If I am gonna play with that totem, I should be doing that. Now the question is, do I also want Light of Fire? I could do it. I think I'll try it. What am I going to replace it with? I think the mosquito bites are a little, well, no, they draw cards. They draw cards. That I think is good. I could replace it with a sprint. That's a little risky, but my deck is small and I draw a lot, so I'll probably get sprint back. I do sometimes have 2 sprints and I don't need them both. This maybe, but yeah, let's try getting rid of a sprint. That's a little bit aggressive, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have a deck. We took the growth out. That's gonna have to be the last thing I do, because that's pretty insane. What I'm gonna do here is teleport over here. We're gonna cash out our Howls. Oh, yeah, thanks. Gonna cash out the Howls. I could have done some grinding on basic combats to unlock whatever the next thing is. Let me take a look at that actually. Where? Yeah, so we can take a look at our... I'm gonna sneeze, beg your pardon. If I take a look at our advancements, so we get a special totem from here, and then this is a special card. Ooh, that's kind of nifty. And then we get this thing, and then another special totem. Okay. Ah, so if you go to other places, that's how you get more totem slots. So you can have more totems equipped. Okay, anyways, where were we? We just, did we just respawn? Did I do it? I did. I'm at 20 HP, and I have no Howls. All right, we're gonna go here. Fight through a slug and a frog. Oops. Yes, I'm gonna choose the starting position. Gonna try to kill this slug. Let's, do I wanna draw all the cards? I don't necessarily think so. Fine, whatever. I have such a small deck that I think I should still be fine even without worrying about saving cards appropriately. So let's triple strike. So it doesn't actually get the armor until after the card is done. I don't think I even realized that that's how that works. Interesting. Now this frog, remember, has a reach of 2. So I'm just gonna pass here. Let it come to me. And then kill it. Okay. Rabbit attack is 4 damage. This is 5. Okay, so if we do this for 2. Well, this is very old stuff here. The hurl a rock plus a rabbit attack for 6 to one-shot a frog. Well, immediately kill a frog. Not a one-shot if you shoot it twice. We're gonna go down this passage. Now, if I remember correctly, this one was not as bad as the other one. It doesn't have 4 elder enemies, one of each type, the way that the other one did. What this one has is 2 basic snails and a frog, and kind of a hidden aspect of this that's difficult is the sort of limited movement. But what I'm gonna do, I think, is start here, see if we can kill that snail, and then after that, we're gonna just kite these snails and see if we can find an opportune time to kill the frog. This is not the greatest start. I think I am not gonna hurl rocks twice. So we'll do this. Rabbit attack does not kill that, unfortunately. But if I rabbit attack, I'm gonna have to discard the mosquito bite. So I can't rabbit attack to trigger the armor and then mosquito bite. And if I hurl rock and then mosquito bite, it doesn't quite do enough damage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sprint up to this slug. It's a little risky. I'm gonna mosquito bite it for the card draw. We got a deep meditation. I think it's actually worth pursuing. I could get some stuff here. Like I could get the enchant weapon. I didn't get enchant weapon, but I do have the opportunity to perhaps get 3 mana, which could be useful. So let's mosquito bite for 2 damage. And there's triple strike. Now this should kill it. And then I'm safe. I cannot get hit by anybody. All right, we're gonna triple strike this thing to death. Oh, it doesn't actually triple strike it. Well, we're gonna do a discard of the fireball to kill it, just like I intended. So I got this. I don't get the 3 card draw, but I do get 3 mana. it's worth pursuing. I could do this and rabbit attack the snail, but then the snail can hit me. I think it makes a lot more sense just to be out of reach of everybody. I'm actually going to go over there because this snail can't hit me and neither can this one. And then I'm farther away from the frog. Oh, the frog's actually trying to go around the other way. That's fine. All right, so we can sharpen weapon for a card draw. Then we can deep meditation to recycle our deck. There's more card draw. There's a rabbit attack. I think what I'm going to do is just rabbit attack this snail. If I discard the mosquito, it's annoying. But if I don't, then I can walk up, free mosquito bite to kill that snail. And then we can sprint away to safety. I think I need to sprint away to safety here. So I'm out of reach of the frog and of the elder slug. Okay, the frog actually could jump over there. Very interesting to know. Okay, rabbit attack actually hits both of them. Let me start by repurposing. This is not amazing. Well, let's get rid of that. I don't think I'm going to be walking up to it. And then if I do this, it's too random. This lets me actually just shoot and do damage without the discard. Oh, but this also hurts the frog. Okay, we're going to do this. It'll hurt the frog and the elder slug. The elder slug now has block. And I have all this mana, nothing to do with it, unfortunately. But we can get safe pretty easily. Where's the frog capable of going? So I need to go here because remember, frogs have a range of 2. Oh god, I keep forgetting about my passive. I should really be remembering to do that. Okay. What is this up to? I wish it was a bit clearer. Is it just 1? Like if I click on this, am I just going to get 1 extra damage this turn? Or 3? If I step onto this poison, it really sucks. Because then I take damage and kill the slug. So we're gonna draw 3 first. And the idea here is that I can now hurl rock to just finish this frog off. And then continue kiting the slug. I'm just gonna step right there. It does suck I'm not triple striking it this turn. But the idea is I can continue kiting it and not have to stand in its slug. I think we'll repurpose here. We're gonna get rid of the hurl rock. We'll sharpen weapon. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong to do the totem that's giving an extra mana because I'm not really ever using that extra mana. Hold up. If I do the rabbit attack, I actually can't run away from the snail. My whole strategy is to kite it, so that seems like a foolish course of action. Okay, now we need to deeply meditate. And what is it at 3 HP? So we're gonna go here and we're gonna triple strike it to death. Yeah, I should change my totem. I don't think it's a good totem. At least not against these particular fights, because it is just so difficult to actually use up all that mana. I'd rather just see more cards and deal with the restricted mana. Have more options and not be able to do all of them than have the mana to do stuff with, but not have the stuff I want. All right, what's this one? So this is also mana, but you add 3 bee stings to your draw pile. So these are like 1 mana cards that obviously take up space in your hand, and also if you play it to exhaust it, you take a damage. But you have the option of taking the damage in order to get it out of the deck for the rest of the fight. I think I'm going to put that on. If nothing else, just for the sake of having all these different things active. All right, we're coming up on another hour, so I think this is the time to pause. So next time what I'm going to do is go here and check out this entrance. I hope it's easier than this one. I hope this is the hardest thing here, because that was really friggin' hard. And then we'll try to put a good deck together, pick the right totem and everything, and then see if we can conquer these 4 elder spirits in this hidden nook. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.